Good morning, everybody. I'm whispering because it is just a little past 6 a.m. and I don't want to wake up everybody who's still sound asleep. I am on my way to the train station because today is the very last filming day of Do You Know Series 2. So I thought I'd bring you along with me. So I've got to be really quiet because people usually sleep on this train first thing in the morning. But right now I am on my way to London, where I'm then going to get another train to go to a place called Ely, which is near somewhere called Cambridge, and that's where we're going to be filming today. Okay, let's see if we can find my train. It's at the 7:44 going to The way filming for Do You Know usually works is that I will leave on a Monday morning, and then myself and the crew will film in a different location every single day, and then each night we'll stay in hotels, and then eventually I'll come home on, where am I going? Here we go. And then eventually I'll come home on Friday night. So for the past 3.5 months I haven't really been home very much at all because we've been all over the country filming, and today's just a little bit different because we've just got one day filming, but that's good for me because it means I don't have to carry a massive suitcase. Made it, Ely. Now I just need to jump in a taxi and then I'll finally be at location. Wow, we are really going to the middle of nowhere today. I've just joined up with the team so you guys get to meet the crew. Okay, so the first thing we do at the beginning of almost every shoot is get all of the kit ready, and my job is to put a microphone on. I have a pack here that I just stick on the back of my jeans, and then this here is a tiny microphone which just has a fluffy bit on top of it, and that just stops any scratchy sounds on the microphone, and I just stick it to my chest. This is our box of special camera kit, all the different ways that we might attach a special camera to a thing. So this one here is for a dog. He's a little sneaky preview. And this is where we keep the special cameras. Now, I can't tell you exactly where we're filming today because you're going to have to watch the episode to find out. But I can say that it's a special type of farm. But because we're dealing with food, we need to be careful with health and safety, which means we need to get kitted up. How do I look? Whilst we're having a bit of a pause in filming, let me properly introduce you to some of the team. Darren.
Hello.
This is the director. And what else do you do?
Cameraman.
And?
Soundman.
And?
Sometimes I get dinner and everything.
And then we sort of like work together, don't we? Sort of decide how we should film things, what looks good on the camera, what I think might be fun. Yeah, so it's a real team effort.
It's very much a team effort.
It is. And
I do most of the teamwork, but it is a team effort.
This is very exciting. We're actually using a brand new special camera today, and it is this here. So we usually use a small handheld microscope camera. You might remember that one. But today we need something a bit more powerful, so we're using this microscope, and this will let us see things 1,000 times bigger than they actually are. So Tom is our camera assistant / researcher. What else do you do?
So I just push this around really, dinner lady on the side, batteries, obviously do your mics, making sure it's all charged, all there.
That's the thing, because we have to make sure that we have plenty of batteries and all the cameras are charged up at all times.
Yeah.
This here is the new camera that we're using for Series 2. And it's a special kind of steady camera, but it means that we can get loads of really cool shots of me walking around enormous factories, a little bit like this one, and all of the movement will stay really smooth. It's like it's got a mind of its own.
I'm in.
This is Philippa.
Hello.
Philippa, what do you do at Do You Know?
I'm an assistant producer, so I look after your words.
Yeah. Philippa's the one that when we have an idea in the office of where we want to film, Philippa will call up the places and arrange it. So you do loads of like the pre-filming stuff as well, don't you? And then I turn up on the day, I'm the presenter, and we all work together to try and make everything look as awesome as possible. We have just stopped to have a little bit of lunch and then sit down, and then we're going to be going straight back at it. Because we never really have a long lunch, do we guys? No. I reckon we might take, what, 20, 30 minutes maximum? Go, go, go. All go, go, go. Good morning, everybody. Now, I need you all to fast forward 1 week. Filming at the factory got a little bit tricky because I'm not allowed to show you exactly what we're filming for some of the episodes. So I thought that I'd wrap this film up here at the voiceover studio in London. Ooh, I wonder what this episode is. Any guesses? Welcome to the voiceover studio. This is Alex. I'm introducing you to everyone. So Alex is the sound guy. So
Sound mixer.
The sound mixer. There you go, because he mixes the sound. So what happens is after we've gone and filmed a whole bunch of Do You Know episodes, I will then come to this studio where Alex and myself will do the voiceover, and those are all the little bits of speaking that link together some of the pieces of film. Those are all of the buttons that Alex presses, and I don't have a clue what any of those buttons do, but there's a lot of them. Alex and the director, they'll sit in this room here, and they can watch the episode on the screen, and they can hear me speaking in this room over here. So this is the room where I sit, and you might be able to hear it's completely soundproof. So that means that they get a really clear sound of my voice. And then all I have to do is watch the episode, and then I have a script, and then I just say all the words that link the pieces together. So there you go. This is the voiceover section of Do You Know, and this tends to be the very last thing I do before the final episodes are done. Got my script. I've got this little pop shield here, which stops any harsh sounds landing on the microphone, which I speak into. And then here, we have the screen that I watch, so that I can match the words to the pictures. Director Darren. And then sound mixer Alex. Let's find out. Yeah. There are so many interesting things to look at in a library. I like looking through all the books. There are so many interesting things to look at in a library. I like looking through all the books. That's almost as tall as Big Ben. Now Andrew's back inside. Look, there's the generator. How does it work? And finally, we are back where we started. I'm walking home now after a long day in the recording studio. We actually recorded 9 scripts today. That's the voice for 9 episodes, an awful lot of talking, hence why I do sound a little bit croaky now. But I hope you've enjoyed this behind-the-scenes tour of what goes into making a Do You Know. I'm sorry I haven't been able to give you all that much information, but it's better that it stays a surprise for when you do finally watch it on TV. But for now, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, stay curious, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.